I'd like to call this meeting in order. Now's the time for the open forum, which is the time for any concerned citizen of Jefferson to speak to the council on any item that is not on the agenda. Russ.
Good evening, everyone. I'm up here to talk about our property taxes and the use of TIF. Do you know Iowa has the most TIF districts in all the United States? Iowa ranks 10th highest for property taxes in the United States. If we want to draw people to come to Greene County or even Iowa, we're going to have to get them property taxes down. No one wants to come here and pay high rates. Last time I was up here, we talked about the middle school evaluation. Kind of got kicked underneath, I think. Nobody wanted to discuss it. But it was around 1.9 million in 2024. In 2025, they dropped that evaluation down to $160,000. I don't know anywhere in Greene County where property value fell that fast. Nowhere. Now, if we're going to be good stewards of our tax dollars, that should have been a red flag. Why did that evaluation drop that drastic? Maybe nobody wanted to know. Maybe that's the way they wanted it. After all, who has the most to gain by not knowing what the true value of that building was? Of course, TIF has the most to gain. That low valuation is what that property tax is going to be valued at once the project kicks in at that $160,000 rate, or a little higher. But it's certainly not at the $1.9 million that it was the year before. You know, as that evaluation grows, it's not going back in the general coffers. It's going back into TIF money. That means that people in Jefferson don't have a say how that money's being spent. It's not fair. They should have a say in how that money's being spent. Some say, what's wrong with that? Well, the biggest problem is, like you said, they just don't have a say. We're talking about millions of dollars where the taxpayers don't have a say in how that money is being spent. If we truly want to see our property tax go down, we need to stop spending our property tax dollars foolishly. Stop giving away our tax dollars for someone else's personal growth. Stop giving away 10 years worth of tax abatement. Let's go back to 3 years the way it was, or just plain do away with it. It's never really brought anything to town. And stop giving commercial property tax abatement, period. They never used to get it. Why are we doing it now? And definitely stop the double dipping of tax abatement and TIF money. It should be one or the other, not both. I have not met one person in Greene County that thinks our taxes are cheap. Not one person ever said, Russ, God, we got cheap taxes here. It's always the opposite. Everybody knows the city's not setting the levy rate. We're all smart enough to know that. We know the city's not setting the property valuation, but the city is responsible for these high property taxes. Because when you submit the budget, they got to determine how much levy they got to have or property valuation to meet that budget you're presenting to them. So as long as you keep increasing that budget, we got to keep increasing the taxes.
Russ, that's your 3 minutes. I would like to ask you a question.
Sure.
What did the Board of Supervisors say when you brought this to their
I haven't had time to come talk to them yet because
have you talked to the Extension Service? Their taxes went up.
I know everybody's has gone up.
Ours did not. Our levy stayed the same for the general
Well, it
fund,
stayed the same because the property values have arose.
which we have no control over.
Well, you do have control over that.
Not property values, no.
Well, you certainly do. We can't overtax our citizens.
No, it's two different things. The assessor's office sets the property
The
value.
assessor officer sets the property value so that he can meet the budget that you presented to him.
No, that's not the way it is.
Well, property value and the levy rate go hand in hand.
Yeah, but we set the levy rate after the assessed rate has been set, and we have no control over what the assessor does.
Well, they can't assess the property for more than it's worth.
Well, so I got a question for you. If someone wanted to buy your house, would you sell it for what it was worth 10 years ago?
It depends. Did I keep it up? Did I improve it? Did it go backwards? It's an unknown question.
I just wondered. Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Russ, I see you had those, your comments on paper. Will you email those to me?
Which comments?
What you were reading to us.
I'd have to type them up to do that.
Oh, okay.
It's,
I didn't know they were handwritten. Okay.
no, they're not. They're typed, but they're typed on a typewriter.
Yeah,
okay.
Russ, if you ever want to submit anything that you've written during open forum on something that is not on the agenda, go ahead and do it. If you want the council to look at it, so we can reference back to it.
Well, I'll be back next time on the change this because I got more to talk about. Or we
Okay.
can just talk about it now.
No, that's fine. Thank you. On to the consent items.
Move to approve.
Second.
Aaronholz,
Aye.
Jackson,
Aye.
Sloan,
Aye.
Weetrick.
Aye.
Zamalik.
Aye. With no new business, we'll go on to the reports. Jim?
The airport fuel station project, sounds like the contractor is planning to start that in the spring of '26. They'll work on submittals and getting equipment and parts ordered over the winter. Wastewater treatment plant, they continue to work on punch list items, working on loadout building for the HVAC, some integration and controls updates, have done some HVAC work on clarifier 3, I think is the city's clarifier number, and then now they're switching over to the number 1 and get that one done. The grit pump delivery is for mid-October, and then they'll get that installed. And then digester fans should be completed in October, and the roof repair issue will be addressed after those are in and done. Pickleball court, we have had 2 issues come up in the last couple of weeks. We had the photo cell seems to be out again. Contractor is working on getting a replacement for that again. And then there was a small crack that was found, and we'll just continue to monitor that. It doesn't seem to be anything serious right now, but we are watching that. Westwood Sidewalk Project, we have an informational open house this coming Tuesday, 30th of September, from 7 to 8:30 at the Abundant Life Church on West Lincoln Way. We'll have a short presentation on the project, then question and answer period. We'll have a couple of stations set up with the preliminary plans on it so that people are able to look at that and look at their specific properties and be able to answer questions. And then the Greenwood Development Financial Study, we're going through the final review of that report right now, and we'll be looking to present that to council at the first meeting in October on the 14th. That's it.
Roxanne?
No report.
David? No report. Scott?
Just a couple things as far as personnel goes. I don't know if everybody had heard that Sarah Moreland will be leaving us. Her husband had got a different job out of town. He's a fairway manager. They'll be moving to Storm Lake. So she will be leaving us. So we'll be working on filling that position in the upcoming weeks and months. Also new today, we received a resignation from Kyle DeMoss, our water superintendent. So we'll be working with Kyle to keep the water department proceeding forward. Kyle's our one guy who has the license in there. So we'll need to continue to work with Kyle on the operations, and you can do that through an affidavit process. But we will be working on what our next steps are going to be there with staffing in the water department.
Greg?
Good evening. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. My name is Greg Picklap. I'm the Executive Director of GCDC in area, and I just want to give a few updates since my last time here. Thank you for your approval of the quarterly contribution to GCDC as we move forward. First things up, the Jeffersonian tour that happened at the same evening last time this year. Final count was in the hundreds. We ran out of flyers. We ran out of people to count because they were overwhelming our volunteers at the time. So we did have several hundred people show up, and it was a great time. And if you see our photos on social media, please share them because it shows a lot of investment and a lot of good things happening right here in downtown Jefferson. Mission building sale is completed. Working on the press release right now with Missions. As soon as that is done, that'll be released to local media as well. And then finally, the DOT study and MOU with the business prospect along Highway 30 corridor. We have a concept in agreement. We're waiting for the legal definition from them. But when that arrives, we'll bring that forward to Scott and the city and our portion as well. GCDC has committed $10,000 or 50%, whatever is hit first, as part of our contribution toward that study. And that will cover a 2-mile radius in the Highway 30 corridor. So that will be updated info that we need. And then lastly, for GCDC, I can tell you, as part of my duties with our new partnership in the area, the bylaws go back to 2017. So I'm in the process of revising the bylaws for submission to the GCDC board, so we'll be updating those as well. And any questions, please let me know. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Greg. Chad, anything?
Origin Homes projects are coming along nicely. They're pouring some driveways today and going to pour some city sidewalks today and tomorrow there.
Thank you. Mark? Harry?
No report.
Matt? No report. Chad?
No report.
Pat? Darren?
Highlights from Parks and Rec, Dobbin Park, the bathrooms are coming along. For the pool, they had a successful season. The people that just bought a day pass was only slightly less than it was last year, but the pool was open a few fewer days than it was last year. With the pool, though, there's some repairs that'll need to be made, and once again, personnel issue that the longtime manager of the pool has moved to Florida, and so that'll be something, but maybe not immediately. I believe that was, pickleball. They're going to work at trying to find out a way to maybe regulate or have a better idea of what times those are and stuff like that. And talk of maybe beginning a league out there. And then that would solve some of those problems. I think there's high interest, very high interest in the pickleball. That's been going well.
Is that it?
That's it.
One thing I've got, last Thursday, went down to the Iowa League of Cities with Matt and Scott were down there, and some representatives from Jefferson, where Jefferson was presented a All-Star Community Award for the year. Don't have it in front of me, but it's downstairs someplace, which is quite an honor for a town our size. We were the mid-range of population for the communities, so very appreciative. It was for the downtown restoration project.
How many of these awards do you think have been awarded in the last year or so for Jefferson?
How many awards have we gotten?
Yeah, the national award, the biggie.
We got national, we got state, we've got
Several tourism ones, whatever else that may be.
a boatload. So we've been recognized by different organizations, even nationally, of what we've done here in Jefferson. So, and that's all I've got, so we're done.